everybody. Don't forget November 11th, I will be turning 30, and I'm so excited. Thank you so much. So one of my producers made this beautiful flyer, so I'm excited. On November 3rd, November 11th, I will be 30 years old, and I'm super, super excited. So we definitely will be doing something online, virtual, since we cannot do something in person because of health and all of that. Everybody got a social distance and stuff, so I can't see all of you all in person. But we definitely can talk about it all in the video, all on virtual. And don't forget, next week we have the presidential debate coverage that we'll be covering, which is on this Tuesday. We'll be covering the first presidential debate, and we will do it immediately following the debate. So hoping to see you there. Now, it is a lot to discuss today. Oh my gosh. Let's first start out with Meghan and Stallion and Tory Lanez. This story keeps on going. We keep getting new developments. We keep getting new information. But it's something fishy that the Shade Room posted. They said, according to Cedar Sinai Hospital records, confirmed Meghan and Stallion was telling the truth about being shot. And pretty much they said after the release of Tory Lanez's new album, Daystar, some people began wondering whether Meghan Thee Stallion was actually shot in the feet after Tory questioned in his lyrics how she could be shot and not hit any bones or tendons. The hospital records from Cedar Sinai Medical Center has become available in the Shade Room as well as Complex. We have the facts in the black and white. Now, this is why I want to pause at. I worked in the hospital. I worked in the hospital and I worked in nursing homes. How in the world these blogs are getting somebody medical records? That is a violation of HIPAA. And if they did have these medical records, where is these medical records? Because last time I checked, if you work in a healthcare situation, if you work in healthcare, how in the world are you getting these hospital records? Because in order to get it, you must get the permission from the person. And why would Meghan even give you information about that? That takes away from the case. So a lot of it just feels quite fishy. Then it continued. We can confirm after looking at the reports that on July 12th, Meghan was admitted to Cedar Sinai on an admission diagnosis of a gunshot injury. That means that the practicing physician saw her wound and determined she needed to be treated for a gunshot injury. The report also showed that the sharper was fine and the Meghan's left heel and the shell casing fragments from the bullet in most cases. So it's pretty much give you details, but this is the thing. I want to see the medical records. And did Meghan and Stallion give you permission? Because you just cannot get these medical records. Now, mind you, everybody that when it comes to HIPAA, and that is, y'all know what HIPAA stands for. It is a protection of you cannot be leaking people medical records. You have to get their permission. Now, let's keep open-minded. Maybe Meghan gave them permission to release them hospital records because she's getting dragged on social media. People is dragging her concerning that she did not get shot and that they're dragging her. So now she's trying to clean up her image and try to show the records. But I won't do that to impress the people. I will still allow the person to let the authorities get involved to see who's guilty or innocent. I will not release no hospital records because that is a clear violation of HIPAA. And I'm just being 100% clean on that. If you releasing my records, I ain't give you permission, I'm suing the heck out of that hospital. Because ain't nobody want to see. No. But if Meghan would have called, if she would have called the Shade Room CEO or talked to Complex and say, hey, release the records. Now you already know Complex already posted something on their social media. They have wrote an article, and I'm gonna go to my IG so you all can see it. They have posted something on their Instagram, and I'm gonna go to it and let you all see this because they have their own theory about what was going on with it. And this story keep on going, keep on being something. No matter what, this story is growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. But this is the headline, and that is up there. I'm going to show you the headline with Complex. Now, we talked about this yesterday, but this all makes sense because now Complex now said they got the medical records, and then they said this yesterday. Source Tory Lanez told Meghan Thee Stallion to dance B before shooting at her feet. Now, I'm gonna read this. When she gets out of the car, it says that when that's Meghan, when she gets out of the car and said, "I'm just going to walk home," he pulls out a gun and said, "Dance B," and he starts shooting her. The source tell Complex. The source also says that Tory offered hush money to Meghan and Kelsey Nicole in the aftermath of the shooting, even as Meghan was receiving medical treatment as she is going into surgery. This Manica is texting her. The source said he basically trying to say he'll pay her friend is also getting calls to receive money. He was trying to keep her quiet. But everybody kept saying, well, she was going to walk from a long distance. No. In her live that she did previously, she was only a couple of minutes away, maybe 5 minutes away from her house, because she said that in her video. So this is pretty much either Kelsey is the source or Meghan Thee Stallion herself is leaking that information. So it's just something that they're leaving out. Now, wow, it's just a lot. You know, I have to be quite real with you all. It's really a lot that's going on. And you know what? And I say this humbly, man. I do want to, I am still believing Meghan. The thing about it is what make people not believe her now is because so many people is dragging Meghan Thee Stallion is because of the music that came out. Because of that music that came out, everybody is dragging her. And because of that album, the cover immediately shifted. At first, he was getting not enough streams. People were coming at Tory Lanez. They were dragging him. But because people heard that album in detail of him rapping and singing, and it was a dope album, they are now shifting the whole situation back on that black woman. Now, also too, Tory Lanez is shooting a video. Let me find it on the name. He's shooting a video. He's grabbing lawyers, cops, devils, Illuminati. It's like a lot of stuff he's shooting a video for, and it's somewhere on the blogs that they're reporting about it. So now he's shooting a video. They got the release forms out. They got all of these forms out concerning that. So now they're shooting a video. Okay. Now I'm going to switch gears because I will open up the phone lines. We'll allow y'all to speak, but let me get my commentary out first. I'm gonna go and this, and then you all can call in and see how y'all mind made up about this entire situation, because this was a lot. Now, I am definitely praying for Meghan Thee Stallion. I know she's going through a lot right now, with people not believing her, knowing that it's the truth that he did it. And it's just, my only prayer is now really is that she cooperate with the authorities, because he needs to be in jail if he did that to her. Definitely needs to be in jail. Okay, I'm going to bring up Jaguar Wright photo right quick and get into that commentary, because Jaguar Wright have a lot of stuff to say, and we have to watch that entire video. Well, we still didn't even get done with the video. But we will talk about it. Okay, give me a second. Okay, Jaguar Wright. Oh, okay. Y'all see her. She went live and dragged Mary J. Blige. She brought in Chucky Thompson. She called P. Diddy a honeycomb. She said Mary J. Blige's sister. She said F them both. She said Mary J. Blige is gay. And after the whole relationship with Casey ended, she should have came out the closet. She said everybody know that Mary J. is gay. She said, she don't know why she in the closet. She said she need to get out of the closet. She said, then Jaguar Wright said, that's why I came out. Jaguar Wright also said she had to call her gay friends and apologize that why she hid in the closet for so long. She also said that Father MC brought up Father MC. Then she was talking about the Unplugged show and how she was the best performance, and how India Ari did not do a good job. Then nobody wanted to perform at the Jaguar Wright because she's the best performer, and she was just continue to do this. She said Mary brought rappers to P. Diddy so he can use and abuse them. musically so, and that she would bring them in, and P. Diddy will abuse them by taking advantage of them in their with the contracts and when it comes to their royalties. She also said that Mary J. Blige would get high, and that's why that's why she paying $30,000 to Kendu, and that Mary J. Blige is just an evil person. Then she said Jaguar Wright also said that, you know, the reason why she is paying Kendu $30,000 is because Jaguar said this, that Kendall was sleeping with her girlfriend, with Mary J. girlfriend. That was her girlfriend that Kendall, her ex, was sleeping with. And then Jaguar Wright said, in my foreign marriage, my husband was sleeping with my girlfriend, and that's why we got divorced. She said that she said that Mary J. Blige, you can't stand no female rappers. And she said the only female, she can't stand no female artists. The only female artist that Jaguar Wright said that Mary J is concerned about is Beyonce. That's the only one that who she have not dragged. Then, hold up. She said that Mary J. Blige was having all of this sex and that she got gamed, got game ard. Okay, got gang ard. Some words we can't say on YouTube. And she got gang ard. She said it. Okay. Then she said that Jaguar Wright said this, that Beyonce first record was trash. She said that. She said her first record was trash. She said that Kanye West is the best producer for Beyonce. And for y'all to see how she looked, that is how Jaguar Wright looked. For anybody that want to see how she looked, that is how she looks. So if people want to see how she looked, that is how she looked. I put her on the screen. And then Jaguar Wright said this. She said Kanye West should produce more songs for Beyonce. And she said that anytime that Beyonce do other songs, it don't sound great. It will never match up to the producing that that Jaguar Wright said that Kanye did for Beyonce. Said that Jaguar Wright is a monkey and she performs on the stage. That is what Jaguar Wright said. She said that's all that she does. They posed a question because I think she was live on YouTube or Instagram, but they posed a question to Jaguar Wright. They said this: what is your problem with Mary J. Blige? She says she is a betrayal of women and that she's on the down low and she's petty as F. And Puff still running her. P. Diddy could have wrote Kendu a $15 million check, but he didn't do so. And then she said this: how much money is Mary J. Blige getting paid on Power? I know it's not enough money because she got to share with all of these people. And she said, you've been in the business for 30 years and you still can't stand on your own 2 feet. She said that Mary J. Blige should have became a porn star and she should have used her yoni to get some money instead of screwing people for free. She said, why do I let tear down black women? She said, I stand for black women. Then she said that went back to P. Diddy and called him AKA Honeycomb. She said that P. Diddy bodyguard was talking at first and he stopped talking. And then she said this: Sam Cooke, do you remember what happened with Sam Cooke? That he wanted his own record label, he wanted James Brown and others to be on his record label, the first black record label. And all it took for him to destroy him was a B word and some liquor. Was a B and some liquor in a motel room to take him out. So she said all of that. That's the lady. She said it. She said it out of mouth. And she was on a 1-hour rant. And I literally had to stop it because I had to do a show. And let me see how wait a minute. I'm on 38 because they posted it on YouTube. 38 minutes and 49 seconds. That's how much I consumed. But she went on a 1-hour rant. And I took as much notes as possible. Even though she even went on, now I agree with her about Sam Cooke because I watched the Sam Cooke documentary, right? Nobody, and they kept posting in the chat, out of all these names that sister is saying on there, nobody have called her out or even sued her. She even said, Mary, if I'm lying, sue me, Mary. And of course, she also, Jaguar, is having issues in her personal life. With her ex-husband or her baby daddy, she cussed out the court people. Somebody called her from the courthouse. She cussed them out, cussed out her ex-husband, and it was a bunch of mess. But Jaguar, right, when it came to Mary J., this is not the first time. She went on Storm Monroe's show, and she went on Storm Monroe, and she proceeded to trash Mary J. Blige. She also said in that 1 hour rant, she said that Mary J. Blige was better off high on crack, and she needs to get back on the cocaine so she can have a better record. So she can go back and having a good song. She haven't made a sense and everything like that. And she said also told in the Storm Monroe, said, get a new topic. Talk about something else. And she was just dragging. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Not one person have called her out. We responded to comment. We sent him a voice note. We sent P. Daddy a voice note. We sent Mary J. Blige a voice note. We sent India Ari a voice note. We sent all of these people messages, not a one response. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna let somebody dog me out like that and I don't say nothing. She have said it all. Nobody have responded to her as of yet. Nobody. Only person that responded to her was Summer Walker. But nobody else, these major names that she named, not one person came out and said this woman is lying. Woman actually know what you're talking about. Many people, if you're not from that era of music, you would think this woman is crazy. But me, I'm listening to it all. And I'm gonna go back and listen to the 20 more minutes of it. And I do feel like she is calling out the industry. She's calling out the industry and she's standing up on truth. And most people are not going to understand it because, number one, they're not in the industry. Just like anybody remember Spoken Reasons? Do anybody remember Spoken Reasons? Let me see, do Spoken Reasons still have that video up? And we got the phone lines opened up. So if anybody want to call in, y'all are more than welcome. Where's Spoken Reasons? If anybody want to call in, that's the number right there. All right, let me see. Let me see. What was that? Because Spoken Reason spoke up about Hollywood 2 years ago. Spoken Reason did a video, said story time, what happened in Hollywood. And let me show y'all that I'm gonna bring that up because this is not the first time people calling out industries. And they even labeled that man as being crazy. Give me a second. And we are, that's my brother. I love him and I support him. But I remember he made this video. I'm going to show y'all the screenshot so y'all can see. And that is the number if y'all want to call in. Give me a second. And this is what I'm going to show y'all this really quickly. Okay, give me a second. Okay, no, that's her. Give me a second, you guys. The phone lines is open. The number is 646-716-8447. I'm going to finish my last thoughts, and I'm going to let y'all call in. All right? Do this really quickly. All right, let me do this. And when he called out Hollywood, he was talking about, man, it was some type of white folks I never seen before, a different type of white folks. He was really calling out Hollywood. So the reason why I want to play this is because I'm in the same industry. I'm inspired to be in different spaces, but let me see what to be expected. Okay, now this was the video that he did 2 years ago, and he was calling out Hollywood. They dragged him. They called the man crazy. They said, what are you saying? And that man was telling you the truth about how evil the industry can be and how they will steal your ideas and build their companies up. And he was talking about it and how he had to spend all the money, how he had to take a break, how it was too much, but he was actually in Hollywood. And a lot of people didn't even know where he was because it was been a long time since we've seen him. And it's how he was just really breaking down Hollywood. So I highly suggest you all check out that video. because that was a very great video, and that was another person yet calling out the industry. It's the industry is just different. He was calling out Hollywood, and Jaguar Wright was calling out the music industry. So this ain't the first time people calling out the industry. And if you're not in there, it's a lot of people that can agree with it, but they're not going to speak up. Why? Because they don't want to lose their spot in the industry. Let's go to the phone line. 646-716-8447. Okay, we got 3 callers in queue. Let's go to the first one. 1588, caller, you on air. 1588. Hello, 1588. Hello, area code 267. You live on air. Oh. Hello. Okay, I think they do again. Something. Yes, come on, talk to us. You calling to the Wiley Show?
Yeah, this is Wiley.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Wiley, could I talk about Meghan?
Talk about who?
Meghan.
Yes, you can talk about Meghan and Stallion.
Wiley, the reason for this, it overbearing now towards me, towards Meghan. Wiley, when I watch into our situation, I am a CNA, and I was working in nursing home, and I was working in the hospital. This thing, she gets shot in her 2 feet. When somebody gets shot, that's a serious thing in your feet. You understand? Is the bullet supposed to be in there? And I ain't see no bullet because I don't be having those patients to see about in the nursing home. There's comfort therapy. And since she get shot, I didn't see she go on no therapy. Did I making sense?
I hear you. I say
I'm making sense?
Yes, you're making sense. I hear you. You are making great sense.
Because she got shot. And besides, the other week, tell me if I'm telling untruth, she was in the club shaking that ass. She's supposed to be on therapy.
Right, supposed to be on therapy. That's shaking it. You're right about that.
Because getting shot, Wiley, if I take a gun now and I shoot you, it could be in one foot. That's serious.
Right.
And you know what? And what's really funny about it in this country? So all country they doesn't play gunshot, and I find it funny. The police report that on the file to say she got shot.
Yes, that's
you understand? That is very serious.
Yes.
Because I have a friend who got shot in his back, and up to this day he had to live with that bullet. If you only take out that bullet, he's going to be a vegetable.
I hear you.
On top of it too, huh?
I'm hearing you.
The place just be hot, and he just be saying he feeling cold because he have that bullet in his back. It can't come out. Otherwise, if that bullet come out, he's going to be a vegetable.
All right. Thank you so much.
So
thank you. So you on Meghan and Stallion? So you on Meghan and Stallion side or Tory Lanez? Which side you on?
I'm not on none of them side, but make it make sense because somebody shoot you, that's very serious.
Yes, that's true. But thank you so much.
That's very serious. Do not make them joke. It's not funny.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna go to the next caller. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. 9363, calling you on the air.
Hey Molly, it's so opinionated. How you doing today?
All right. What's on your mind?
Okay, so Wiley, I don't know if you have a chance to, but and I don't know if you know, but I was a medic in the Army, 14 years. I was in the military, but I'm also a nationally registered EMT, right? And I've also worked on ambulance. So if you have a moment, and I don't know if you feel like it, but if you ever could pull up the picture of Megan Thee Stallion when she was getting her stitches removed, she was definitely shot. You will see the entrance wound of the bullet. It's a little bitty small wound right above the ankle bone. You'll see it. It's kind of closed. Then below that, you'll see where the bullet came out. That's where you see all the stitching and the open part. When a bullet comes out, it actually is bigger than it is going in. And it does tear up the skin as it's coming out, which is why you had a lot of shrapnel and everything. And so I call those in and out. And when they're in and out, that's why you'll see it go in, come out, and the shrapnel will tear the skin up as it's coming out. I do believe, I don't know if Tory did shoot her. When I looked at the picture of them being arrested, Tory was actually on the ground and on the driver's side, and Kelsey was on the driver's side. Meghan was out on the passenger side, and it didn't show the security guard. But I do believe that if the security guard did shoot Meghan, Tory did give the security guard the okay to be like, hey, shoot in the air or do whatever they did. But I know that's probably why she said that dude Tory shot me. But I was just trying to make sense of it all as far as the bullet wound, okay?
All right. Thank you so much for letting us know that information. Right. Thank you, Opinionated.
All right.
All right. The number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. Call in and voice your opinion. Whose side are you on, Meghan or Tory Lanez? Let it be known. Just call in and please have us turned down in the background. All right. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Greetings, my love. How are you today?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain. First, I got to shout out my Trini sister, who was the first caller. What's going on, girl? So, I wanted to talk a little bit about Jaguar. So, a lot of the things that Jaguar is saying, for people who, never really followed like Jaguar career or like the newer generation, they will find that. Can you hear me properly?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, good. They will find like, a lot of what Jaguar is saying doesn't make sense, or they will think she's lying or whatever, but she's actually not. Like a lot of the things Jaguar talking about, Wendy Williams talk about all these things when Wendy was on the radio. After Wendy transitioned to TV, she had to make nice with a lot of these people and, tone down who she was from radio for TV. Like this whole, for instance, this whole Puffy situation. When Wendy talked about Puffy years ago and him being sweet, I'll just say sweet, honeycomb, as Jaguar said, right? Puffy got Wendy fired from Hot 97, and Wendy sued Hot 97 and won money for being wrongfully terminated. And that's how Wendy ended up going to Philly and was working on the radio in Philly. So if people know the history, because somebody had sent Wendy the info of Puffy and Mace at the pool, and both were in towels, and they talk about Puffy was messing with Mace. And Puffy got Wendy fired from Hot 97. All you have to do is just Google it and you'll find it. And Hot 97 settled with Wendy Williams. So a lot of the stuff that Jaguar is in the music industry. Jaguar, know all the behind the scenes things. So the things that she's talking about, like for me, they're not new. I'm just like, okay, this is being confirmed, that is being confirmed. Because these things Wendy Williams talk about, I used to listen to Wendy from Wendy was on the radio. And Wendy used to talk about all these things. People used to send Wendy all the info on the radio. That's why Wendy Williams and Method Man don't even speak to this day, because somebody from the hospital sent Wendy Williams Method Man's wife's info when she had cancer. And Wendy talked about it on the radio and no one knew because they wanted to keep it personal. And he was very pissed. This whole story with Mary J. Blige, all these stuff, like Mary and Wendy never used to get along because Wendy talked about all this stuff on the radio. So what Jag was saying is not lies. The things that she's talking about is things that she knows for a fact because she's behind the scenes and in the mix. So she knows more than us. But these are not new things to me. Like, I've heard about these things from Wendy Williams.
All right.
A lot of the things that she's saying. So, you know, people who don't know the story, they will say she's lying, but she's not lying.
Thank you
so much. She knows what she's talking about. Is she erratic right now? Yes, because she's in pain because she lost her son and she's going through other stuff. And sometimes people just get fed up and you have to get stuff off of your chest, because when you have these things and you're carrying these things, they could be a heavy load on you as a person, holding on to all these things and not talking about them.
All right. I'm going to go to the next caller. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, Wiley.
All right, now.
Later. Peace.
Bye-bye. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. 1588. You're on the air. Hold on one second. I did you already. I did that call already. Let me do another one. Let me get 6196.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Hey, I love your show. Congratulations, and proud of everything you're doing.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so a couple things. First of all, shout out to the caller right before, because she was right on a lot of stuff that a lot of people are just not finding out. Wendy Williams had been said it. Like, I don't know if y'all pay attention, but some of this stuff that's out now, Wendy be like, y'all want my opinion on it? I've been told y'all, I don't got nothing to say. Like, all that R. Kelly stuff, she been knew. She had been said it. Nobody will listen. Same thing about, Total used to want to go out, one came up to the radio station and want to fight her because she was talking about how they were broke. In actuality, they were broke, you know. But anyway, that's suffice to say. About Megan Thee Stallion, everybody forgets how all this stuff came about. Like, I've been watching a lot of your coverage on Megan Thee Stallion. I remember a lot of people was like, what she said at first was sketchy. Well, people got to remember, she wasn't even going to say anything at first. It all started with people speaking out is because the public drew her out. Remember, she wasn't saying anything, but people kept dragging her because she wasn't saying nothing. And so she finally came on the air, and she really at first didn't even say she got shot, remember?
Yeah.
She was just saying she had got hurt, somebody meant her harm. Remember all that? And then people kept dragging her again because she still didn't say anything. And she was like, well, since y'all want to know, I got shot. You know what I mean? So it was like the public kept really just pressing her. And she could let a lot of people in her ear. I do believe something happened. There's no doubt about it. So all this, cut glass. No, I don't think it was cut glass. And people want to automatically just take the shot thing literal. I do believe that it was gun fragments. So that's why it might not have been an actual bullet. Those were bullet fragments, which could definitely lead those type of scars. And then number two, and which would explain why she was able to recover as opposed to a regular bullet. Number two, like, why is like Tory Lanez, why is he not really, okay, he released it out of music. I like that. But like, I remember another guy asked you, the music is cool and everything, but why can't we get a statement? We're not saying you can't listen to him and cancel him and all that. The music can be great, you can listen to him, but why not a full statement? Why not also have a statement with your music?
Facts.
I mean, I know it's in the music, but you could have said a full statement like, you know what, this is what happened, this, and that. Because honestly, I believe he shot at the ground. They was probably arguing. He probably shot at the ground.
And then hit the
she was walking away.
Yeah,
huh?
I agree with that. It probably hit on the ground and struck her. Yeah, I could believe that. I can see that.
Right. And she was walking away. The bullet fragment got caught in the back of her foot because she was walking away. He was mad. They were arguing. The gun went off. Bam. I don't understand why it's such a big debate of, is she lied? I believe Tory, and y'all want to drag this man down. No, he did something. She was still a victim. Is everything 100% how the media wants to make it? No. So I don't believe he just maliciously shot her. She had this big old bullet engraved in her foot. No. because that's what people want to make it out to be, and that's why people are dragging this out. It's not that real hard to figure out. It's not really. It's not that hard.
All right. Thank you so much for
He
calling.
didn't shoot her. That's why he said he didn't shoot her, because he didn't shoot her. He did, I believe, shot at the ground, and yes, her foot got caught with some fragments.
I feel you on that.
Is that hard to believe? But anyway, Wiley, love your show. Thanks again for letting me call in.
All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hi, Wiley. Are you able to hear me clearly?
Yes, I am. Go ahead, ma'am.
Hi, Wiley. This is Leo.
Yes.
I was calling in. Hey, I was calling in to say this. I'm thinking, have we ever explored the possibility of the fact that they both may be telling the truth?
No.
And the reason why I've come to that conclusion, because I was one of the ones who did listen to Tory's album from beginning to end. Okay. I think as far as people having a opinion about him even making an album, this is what I think a lot of people are not taking into consideration. When you are dealing with creative people, some people write, some people dance, most people express their heartfelt things inside of their music. So for him to put out an album, he's a musician. That's not something that's completely out of the norm. From what he was saying inside of the little parts that he was able to give, he basically was saying that when she got shot, she was turned around, so she did not see who shot her. He also mentioned the fact that she was heavily intoxicated. So what I'm thinking may be the case is, with her being heavily intoxicated and already upset from whatever they got into an argument about, maybe she really do believe that he shot her, when in fact, he may not have.
All right.
So that's all I got to say. Thanks, Wiley.
Thank you so very much. The number is 646-716-8447. 9542. Call you on the air.
Number is 646-716-8447.
Hello. 9542. You live on the air. Okay. 1588. You live on the air. 1588. Hello. Okay. Well, like I said, this situation, everybody is having their thoughts and their opinion about it. And I think it's awesome. But I also want to see, when is the legal people going to speak up, law enforcement? And I'm saying it constantly because this is a criminal case. This is not something where this is like a beef or something. This a crime was committed. If someone put a bullet in you and they had to remove the bullet fragments, a crime was committed, whether it was accidental or it could be accidental. It don't have to necessarily be a crime. It could have went off accident, but if it went off accidental, if you didn't pose to have that gun, you're still going to try to probably serve some time, but I highly doubt him serving any time if it's just that. If it was just a discharge of a weapon, he would probably get just probation, or probably would just get deported back to his country. He will lose probably his visa and etc. But I will also say this. I'm really saddened that, Meghan going through this, because she had the #1 record in the country. She is still on the Billboard charts. Her album was still great. And yet she still got to deal with this situation about who did this to my foot. Is it the truth? And it's taken away from her music. It's overshadowing her music. We're just focusing on this incident in which we should have gotten over this when the police just went on and put the man in handcuffs. But as long as this man is out free, folks will not believe it. Folks is not going to believe that that it happened. That's just what it is. As long as he out walking free, now they'll start believing it once he get locked up and get thrown in jail. Once he get locked up and they put him in handcuffs and it's on the media, that's when they'll believe it. The number is 646-716-8447. If you're calling in, press 1 and we will bring you on the air. And to Jaguar, Wright, I want to say this too, to add on to her. She's going to always speak, and that's something that I like about her. I don't care what people say about her. She have a right to her opinion. She have a right to be heard. But I would love to see this in a book form instead of just seeing it in different videos. I would love to see Jaguar Wright write a book, put it in a book form so we can get into this video. And then many people are getting to her videos if she would write a book. If she would put a book out exposing the truth about Mary, P. Diddy, and others, I would read it. And then I would do a review. And everybody would be able to get accustomed to it. So if they would put it in a book, on best believe it will be a New York bestseller. And I know she says she's writing a book, and I can't wait till she put it together. Let's go to the phone lines. 6714, call you on the air.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Wiley, what's up?
Not much. Up there working. What's on your mind?
Hey, this is Angel. I was wondering, how many feet did she get shot in? First, she said she got shot in 1 foot. Then she said he shot in 2 feet.
I thought it was 1, if I'm not mistaken. Some say 2, but I thought it was 1. The one that
the thing that got me from the jump was this: since when does the police take you to the hospital?
Wow.
It was in the report that after everything happened, that the police took her to the hospital. Now, I'm in nursing, so I'm trying to understand, why didn't the police call rescue? How did they transport you to the hospital? Now, if they transported you to the hospital, if you were in the police car and then you told them that you bleed profusely or whatever, they'll take you, because they will be held accountable for that. And if they found bullet fragments in her foot and removed the bullet fragments, I know that the doctors and the ER staff would have had to give that to the police. They would get in trouble if they didn't. And there would be a definitive casing from them to the proper authorities, and it would have been a done dollar. So whatever they removed out of her foot, whether it was glass, a piece of this, a piece of that, there was no way linked to that gun. His hands didn't have any residue on it. Whenever they got into it, whatever happened, whether she was in the car, and then they said they found a bullet in the floorboard of the car. So were you outside, or were you in the car, or was y'all playing around grabbing the gun and somebody got into it, you threw your hands up and the glass cut your foot?
It's literally so much scenarios that we coming up with, and it's so sad, but they made it like this way. And I think the reason why you come up with this conclusion, because number one, we haven't seen the medical documents. Only the shade room said they seen it, but where's the receipts at, right? So we're just all looking like everybody else, just coming to a theory. Everybody had their own theory of the situation.
Because she won't speak, and then everybody wants Troy to speak. If he has an open case, it would not be a good look for him to say anything. Now, she can say whatever she want to say, but he can't say anything. Anything he say can and will be used against him. So the best way for him to say something is to be quiet and say something in music, because that's art. That's artistry. He can use that as, I was just saying something in music. But to make a public statement, and then she said that he shot her in 1 foot, then he shot her in 2 feet, and he need to tell, you need to tell the truth.
Amen to that.
If you want anybody to feel any type of way, or for you and for all the little young girls that look up to you, or artists that look up to you, or just for you as a woman, you should have told the truth. If someone hurt you, anybody in a domestic violence situation, they need to report it. But if you were drunk off of that 1942 and got mad because somebody found out somebody was doing whatever, all of that, and then something happened after that, nobody physically did anything to hurt you, then you need to say that as well. But don't come out and say that somebody need to tell that they shot you when didn't nobody point a gun and shoot you. Because it looked like they missed. It looked like whatever they tried to shoot you to do, they didn't accomplish it. So you need to stand up and take accountability for your actions under the 1942 liquor that Tory stated in his music that you were drinking, and all of the things that were going on. And you need to stand up and hold accountability for it. Because right now it looked like you cheddar bobbed yourself. And 8 Mile, he said his best friend did have a gun. He did shoot himself with it. So I don't know what you did. And all he did was take the rap for the gun. He said he had the gun, but they didn't find any GSR on him. There was no gun residue or anything on his hand. So the gun went off. So just say that. But don't sit here and make it seem like somebody pulled a gun and tried to hurt you and shoot you, and then you so torn up about it and you don't want to tell the police. Since when? And Tory don't have a black eye. Nobody got a black eye playing with guns and it didn't get heated. Okay.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you, Wiley.
Thank you. Okay, the number is 646-716-8447. Next caller, 4477. You live on the air.
Hey,
Yes, go ahead, sir. What's on your mind?
Wiley, this is Jaguar from Dallas, Texas. I want to say that. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you crystal clear.
Okay. I wanted to say that if Meghan is lying, then ain't nobody gonna really take, because Meghan already said she got shot by old boy, right?
Yeah, amen. Yes, she did say it. She went on live a couple of weeks ago. Yes, she did.
Okay, she said she got shot. So how is that hard to believe? Because if she is lying, that's gonna put a stain on her. Because despite what people say about me, they can't never say I was a liar. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand people tell little white lies here and there, but like lying about something like that, that's big. You know what I'm saying? So I refuse to believe that Meghan is lying about who shot her, on that, stance.
I feel you.
And so, like, she ain't finna mess up her career with, some Jesse Smollett stuff. I don't think Meghan gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I really refuse to believe that she'll do that.
And that would be career suicide if she do anything like that, because that would be definitely damaging, not only just for her, but for any woman that said they was shot by men. They would actually deny it.
Because once you step in that public eye, and I don't care what you did before you became famous, but once you step into that public eye, people get to know you, and you start lying and stuff like that. Oh, you gonna lose endorsements and stuff like that. So that's a big lie. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, finish your last point, and I'm gonna go to the next caller. Go ahead.
And as far as like the Hollywood stuff and stuff like that, you choose what you want to be part of. So can't nobody make you be part of a agenda except you. You know the dangers out there when you do what you do, especially here in Dallas and and everything like that. So we all gotta choose what we are going to participate in.
All right, thank you so very much. All right, the number is 646-716-8447. So I'm going to show you all Megan Thee Stallion Instagram. Now, she posted this an hour ago, and this is what she posts. Let me go. As you can see, she said nothing real. Hold on, I want to make sure y'all can see it good. Let me put it on the full screen. And she said nothing real can be threatened. Oh, yeah. Remember when I said I was collaborating with Fashion Nova to make jeans for tall women? There are the first samples coming soon. And there you go. She got the jeans. She's standing tall, as you can see. Her feet, you see that right then and there. So she just posted that on there. So as you see, she's still out here working, and we wish her well. And I don't see a cast or any bandages. I just see her with her shoes, open toe shoes, knowing that people will go. She's unbothered by it. It's just free publicity. But let's go to the phone lines. 646-716-8447. Next caller, 8735. You're live on the air. 8735.
Yep.
Yes.
Yo, what's going on, homie?
How you doing?
Hey, man, listen, man. I'm going to tell you something. This whole story is crazy because listen to this. As soon Meg came out with it, everybody on her side. Now Tory come out, everybody want to be on his side, right? Now watch this. Why nobody ain't blaming the bodyguard? Why nobody ain't asking the bodyguard what happened? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be honest. I think Tory shot Meg, and I don't care what nobody say. You feel what I'm saying? Because the story don't, even though I feel like Meg lied about some shit too, but I feel like Tory really shot her. Like, come on, man. Like, just think about it, bro. Like, why would she lie about that? You see what I'm saying? Like, do you think he shot her or you don't think he shot her?
I think he did shoot her.
Exactly. So look, now answer this question. Why her homegirl ain't come out yet? Why the bodyguard ain't come out yet? See, a lot of people don't know that bodyguard Instagram. I know who Tory Lanez bodyguard is. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm sending all the bloggers his Instagram. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all need to be harassing him it ain't no telling. He probably could have shot her too. It ain't no telling. You feel what I'm saying? So, period. Meghan ain't. Now listen, Tory is guilty, and the truth gonna come out, and he will begin to report it. I promise you that. Give it probably like 3-4 months. He will get charged, and he's guilty, bro. Period.
All
Fuck
right.
Tory. That's how I feel about it.
Thank you so very much. The number is 646-716-8447. 646-716-8447. 1838. Caller, you on the air.
Hello, Wiley. How you doing today?
All
Love
right.
the show. Let me say this. Black women are the most disrespected, and I don't appreciate how they are being treated when it comes to their feelings in certain situations. Megan Thee Stallion was shot by Tory. Even if he wasn't shot by Tory, it's still Tory's responsibility for the simple fact that it was his gun. So if somebody else shot her, or if the bodyguard shot her, that's still on his wife and his gun. So he's responsible for what happens to her. And I believe if he didn't shoot her, he would have came out immediately and debunked it instead of laying in the weeds waiting for the opportunity to make music off of it. That's just how I feel. And I also feel like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I don't think he's going to go to jail for it. Because I don't think Megan's going to testify. I think if Megan feel like she testify, one, she going to feel like a snitch. And a lot of artists would not want to work with her because they don't want to be, you know what I'm saying, in a bad situation where she snitch on them. And I feel like she don't want that to be a part of her legacy. She don't want that to be the overwhelming part of what defines Megan Thee Stallion at this time. She wants this to be moved behind her. She don't want that to be a situation like Rihanna, where Rihanna for a long time was labeled domestic violence instead of Rihanna the great artist. See what I'm saying?
Okay. I hear you.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
All
Have
right.
a nice day.
Thank you. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
Okay, I feel like a lot of people are missing key bits of information about this whole case. When the police first released certain things, they said that there were 4 shell casings found at the scene of the crime. Did I misremember that?
Well, it was that they said 4 shell cases. I do remember that. I do remember there was a couple of shell cases that was found. What I read on TMZ, I believe.
Okay, so why do people keep running with the narrative that the gun just went off? It could have went off and she caught a ricochet or shrapnel in her feet. I don't know about y'all, but where I'm from, the gun don't go off 4 times. And this was not an automatic gun. It was a handgun. If he had an AK or something, then that would make sense. But think about it. If everybody in the car is arguing and Meg decides to get out and she walks away, and you say, okay, well, bitch, dance, pow, 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 that's 4 casings.
Well, I'm not an expert in firearms, so I don't know. So I'm not an expert.
No,
so.
but I'm saying that if they were arguing and he decided to shoot at the ground to scare her, I could see him being drunk in a fit of rage, firing 4 shots at the ground, and her heel or her feet catching the shrapnel. I can see that happening. And another thing is, people keep trying to figure out, okay, what happened with Kelsey? Where did she go? Kelsey is back in Houston, Texas. And people keep trying to make up a story that Kelsey and Tory was together, going behind her back. I really feel like it could have been the other way around. Or Meg didn't truly know that Kelsey was feeling Tory on that level. And Kelsey looking like, why are you in the car, tripping about him getting jealous, him getting cozy with Kylie. And y'all not really together. So that came up, and then Kelsey looking like, well, I'm fucking with you too, so what's going on here? And now everybody in the car arguing. I don't think Meg went up and sing Kelsey all the way from California back home in Houston, Texas by herself because Meg was being shady. It sounded like Kelsey did something to get kicked off the boat.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you so very much. It probably she was giving that yoni over there to Tory Lanez, so that could be an argument. That's why you don't have your friend
Baby.
around your man. Okay. Make sure y'all like the video,
Listen.
and if y'all not subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe and like the video. But let me say this though: don't have your friend around your man like that, especially if he's more successful, got money, a rapper, got that swag, knowing that he ain't that committed to you, that's gonna stick whatever. It's her fault because Kelsey is a good looking woman. You know what I'm saying? So that's Meghan's fault. You can't have your friend around like that, around your man like that.
Big facts. All right. Thank
Especially
you,
when
Wiley.
liquor is involved, them true feelings start to come out. He tell you so funny. And Meghan probably caught on to that energy that they probably was already effing. They probably was already getting it in. I can definitely see that. And then, liquor gets involved, baby. Your true feelings start. You deal with somebody that's drinking. Grabbing all up on you. She probably grabbing on him. And Meghan was like, hell up, what's going on? So even when it gets to the medical records piece, I wouldn't do that because I don't want to lose my job. But but I do believe, I don't think the Shade Room would have gotten the medical records without Meghan permission. I believe Meghan gave them hospital records. She the only one that did. I don't think my sign would really go at risking their licenses to release a medical record for a rapper. No, but I believe that Meghan Thee Stallion gave these bloggers permission to look at it, or it could be them lying and say they got the records just to put it on there. Bloggers do lie to fit a narrative. They probably talk to Meghan and say, well, this is what it is, the medical record. And they probably running with that story. It is what it is. But I will tell you this. I just hope and pray that Meghan learned her lesson. Don't get in these cars with these men. Go with your security. Stop all that drinking. Oh, let me say that again. Stop all that drinking, all that alcohol. Thank you, caller. Stop all that drinking, all of that alcohol that you consuming with too much alcohol. Stop doing the boat. Stop doing all this, all the liquor. Stop. Do it with some H2O. Because if you keep doing it with that liquor, then it's going to be some problems. Just put down the bottle. Put it down. Because every time you get drunk, it always some issues. And I definitely don't want to be drunk. You got a weapon. You're going to be doing something when you drunk. You're going to be let loose and stuff. Put it down. Oh, Meghan, let's do the boat. Let's do the boat. Put it down. Drink some water. Sober up. Because this issue, alcoholism, plays a big part in this situation. They was drinking, arguing. When you get drunk, your true feelings come out. That's who you can tell if your friend really love you for who you are. Get that liquor involved. You're going to see how people really love you, and they're going to tell you how you really feel. Especially if you smoking that Kush and drinking that Hennessy, you asking for some arguments. I say that again. Big old arguments. Okay? True feelings come out. And you already probably called Tory Lanez short. Probably was talking about that man height. You can't talk to people that come up to your kneecaps. They're going to say something, going to pull out that weapon. You can't talk about people that's shorter than you. Especially when you're a man, your insecurity is already there because you come up to her kneecap. You don't come up to the yoni. You come up right up there to the knee. You got to be a couple of little inches long to come up to that to the yoni. That's something. You got to get a stack of yellow page books. Get a stack of books to stand up to lick it. That's embarrassing. That ain't because Meghan Thee Stallion, that's a big woman. Okay. 4446 calling you on the air. 4446.
Hello.
Hey, you live on the air. What's on your mind?
Hi, Wally. This is Jamie Diana. I just wanted to say really quickly, one, I love your show. I think you're doing an amazing job. And I'm sharing and liking because you should have way more numbers and subscribers. You really do the dang thing. So wanted to say that. And secondly, I just wanted to say, I keep seeing in some of the comments, people are like, oh, 2020 is over. I can't wait for 2021. Guys, can we all stop saying that? We said that about 2019.
They say that every year.
2020. I mean, can we just maybe this year say, let's see what happens. Whatever. 2021 will be whatever. It could be okay. And that's all. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
Just wanted to keep it maybe kind of sort of. It could be a good year, 2021, but we don't know.
I'll feel you on that. Thank you so much for calling in, caller.
Thank you.
All right.
Exclusive. That's right. Bringing you the best in politics and celebrity gossip. This is the Wiley Show.
Y'all need to listen to that, okay?
Don't stop. Keep it going.
So if this is your first time tuning into the Wiley Show, you click the like button, or you can thumbs up us as well, and you can view us every day on YouTube. I definitely want to say special shout out to all of the producers that have been viewing us on Station Head. We are now at number 24, the 24th show in the country. So thank you all for that. And if you all missed that episode, I will post it down in the comments right now, and that is clearly on Station here. You can go and catch the replay, and we will have a weekly show where we'll go live on it every day. I'm making plans now to see what topics I will cover, but when I would do it. But this episode, I wasn't even trying to go number one or trying to get any recognition. I just went on that event a little bit, and it charted. So I was shocked when I got the news on yesterday that we are number 24, and I posted it on my IG. Let me let y'all see that really quickly. I was like, what? We number 24 out of all of them hundreds of thousands of shows, and we number 24? Like, and we're not really been on it like that because my phone wasn't working, but now we got another phone, so it's work. Okay, let me let y'all see that. Okay. Let me see. Well, y'all can turn that. Yes, thank you so very much. There we go. Number 24. And I'm so excited. So thank you all so very much. I mean, we put the work in. We were like in the top 10. We were like beating these other shows. We was in the top 10, but we stopped. But so that let me know y'all really like me on Station Head. So I'm gonna definitely go up there, maybe start doing like after shows on Station Head and stuff like that. That's what I maybe start doing some after shows. So that'll be great. Well, thank y'all so very much. Let's see if any callers in queue. If not, we can bring this to a close. Make sure y'all thumbs up. Let's get 100 likes. Can we at least get 100 likes today? Let's get 100 likes, okay? And please subscribe. We're on our way to 13,000 subscribers. I'm shocked. So I'm like, what in the world we getting all this support? What been going on? So Station It is a show that you can download on your iPhone. You can listen to a show. Station is actually a show. It's an app where you can do radio shows on there and also play music. Okay. Many YouTubers that you may follow may be on Station Head, and so we're on that as well. And I'm gonna drop the link. And if you have an iPhone, you can download it directly to your phone as well. You can download it directly to your phone. If you are using your computer, just click the link and it will connect you on there as well. So give me a second. Also, too, we also have t-shirts like our line. We got new shirts on the Teespring. So if you want to participate in purchasing that, you're well. And don't forget, these are just our announcement, people. November 11th is my birthday. I will be turning 30 years old. 30 years old. I will be turning. So excited for that. Okay. So if you are sending stuff to the P.O. Box, just check in the description box. All of the information is there. The Cash App, the PayPal, everything is in the info box. And also, to the moderators are posting it. So we will do so on November 11, like 8 o'clock to 10 p.m. we will probably get into topics and we'll like a little birthday virtual thing. So if people want to give, so we'll be doing that on November 11th. Okay, hold on, November 30th. I like Station because I can play my games and still listen to you guys. Yes. Nobody wants to stay in 2020, but I'm definitely saying next year. All right. Thank you all so very much. Let me see if there's any callers, no callers, and I will see you all soon. Make sure y'all catch the replay. If y'all missed it, thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Peace. This was fun. This was fun. This was fun. I wish you well, Meghan. I wish you well, Tory Lanez. Whatever. If you did that, you need to go to jail, you know? And pay her for her medical bills. Okay, he said he not no 5'7". No, I've talked to people in the business. He's nowhere near 5'7". Maybe in his mind he think he's 5'7", but no, he's a little below 5. You ain't no 5'7". Don't be giving yourself extra inches. Just be proud of you being 4'3". Ain't nothing wrong with being 5'1", 5'2". Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm 6'2", by the way, but ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, y'all have a good one. Peace.